Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. That's right, it's a double upload because we got some juicy drama and crazy stuff to cover from today's ESL Katowice Solos tournament. In regards to the drama, we will be talking about a situation that happened on Twitter between Mongraal and Bizzle after today's event. Now, I'm not too sure what exactly started all this beef between them because Mongraal did delete the initial tweet. There are some assumptions out there on Reddit and on Twitter, which we will be taking a look at. But yeah, basically, Mongraal said something on Twitter and Bizzle did not like it and he responded. We'll be taking a look at what they said at the beginning of the video. Then moving on to the second part of the video, we are going to be taking a look at some Twitter responses coming out from professional players after today's solo event. In specific, we'll be taking a look at the Team Liquid guys just to see what they had to say about their underperformance. As well as that, we'll be taking a look at the TSM guys, Vinny, Zexro, and Myth. And then moving on to the final part of the video, you guys will not believe what happened to Kinstar from Solary, who did place overall third in this event. Long story short, he spawned into game 4 without a pickaxe. What? Absolutely unreal. We will be covering that at the end of the video. If you guys are excited for all this news and information, be sure to like the video and subscribe for more daily Fortnite news and professional drama. So let's start off with the drama between Bizzle and Mongraal. Throughout Bizzle's career in Fortnite, he has been known to kind of go at it with other players on Twitter. If somebody says something he doesn't like, he makes it known and he'll snap back at them. If you guys remember, a couple months ago, there was a situation between Zexro and Bizzle on Twitter where Bizzle was pretty much talking about how much money he makes and how Zexro needs to calm down because Zexro said something that Bizzle did not like. So I'm guessing that's what caused this response from Bizzle on Twitter going towards Mongraal. Stick to solo squads is what he said. Now this is in response to a deleted tweet from Mongraal. As I mentioned earlier, nobody has a screenshot of what was actually said, so nobody exactly knows, but people on Reddit and on Twitter have come out and said that they did see what was said. This guy said on Reddit, he tweeted something about pro players complaining on LAN, and I guess Bizzle complained after what happened to him, which he has every right to complain about. This is in regards to that audio issue, which we covered in my video earlier today. Bizzle literally could have won this tournament, but he died due to an audio bug from the AR being 5 times louder than it should be, so he couldn't hear a guy behind him who broke into his 1x1 and just started shooting him. Definitely an unfortunate situation from Bizzle, and if I were him and in his position, I would be upset about that as well, because he literally could have won. It could have been back-to-back solo victories for him because he did just win the secret skirmish. Now it gets interesting here because Mongraal made a new tweet about the situation, which I don't fully understand. It's this. He makes a smiley face or a sad face towards this response from a guy who he blanked his name out, but it says this: LMAO, Mongraal tweeted out crying that he couldn't get kills because he kills were not dropping mats when he could simply farm. LMAO, good stuff, Bizzle. Honestly, I don't even know what this means. Whoever wrote this seems like a 12-year-old. I guess Mongraal's kind of making fun of him. Maybe wanted to tweet it out to show that this guy has no idea what he's saying. I have no idea. This is a weird situation. Mongraal said something, it upset Bizzle. Bizzle responded, Mongraal deleted the tweet, and that's where we're at right now. Going back to what was posted on Reddit, the guy did say that Mongraal said something about pro players complaining on LAN. And if that is true, that's what Mongraal said, then I feel like maybe Mongraal shouldn't say anything about other pro players competing at LANs. So he doesn't have the experience. He doesn't know what it's like. He doesn't know the situation that Bizzle went through. And I feel like Bizzle had every right to respond to him with what he said. Regardless, they're both really good players. And there's definitely a high chance that we will see Mongraal and Bizzle face off in the World Cup coming up this year. And let me tell you what, guys, I would absolutely pay to see that. So let's move on now and let's go ahead and take a look at some of the responses coming out from Team Liquid and TSM after today's event. We'll start off with the Liquid guys. Vivid stayed humble and he said this: definitely deserved 19th place. Average placement of 20 per game, but could never place top 10. Can't come to a conclusion right now as to why I could consistently make top 20, but couldn't get further. We'll work on it for Worlds. Duos tomorrow is the focus right now. I like this response. As I said, he's staying humble, staying focused. I like it. Good on Vivid. Moving on next, we have Poach, who didn't have a good placement. The worst one from Team Liquid. I think it was 86 overall. He said, why do I always fight my teammates on LAN in solos? Audio is doo-doo. Interesting response, complaining a little bit more. Unfortunate, the audio was bad. I can't blame him for that. It's unfortunate that he runs into his teammates. Not too much to say about this response. I don't like it as much as Vivid's. Moving on now, we have 72 hours. He said, placed 23rd, choked a game 2 so goddamn hard, managed to not tilt the rest of the tournament though, will improve for next time, won't make the same mistakes, GG's. I like this response too, same as Vivid's, it's humble, he knows he made mistakes, he's gonna work on it for the future, focused for tomorrow. Next, we have Chap's response, which was this. This was the only tweet he made. It was in response to Zate, who said, thanks for the rift, 2 slurps and minis, at Chap, use code Chap for free loot, and Chap said, no problem. So if you guys didn't know, in the very last game, Chap had no chance of placing or just doing anything good, so he got a bunch of good loot, and then he tried to spell code Chap on the minimap, and well, Zate ended up killing him while he was doing it, so he's saying thank you. Definitely a weird and interesting situation. That's what happened though. Not too sure what to say about it. Let's move on now and take a look at TSM's responses, and we'll first look at Myths. He said, sorry for the performance today guys, I'm looking to make you guys proud tomorrow with clouds. Good response coming out from Myth, I like it. Moving on to Zexro, he said, so far my solo tournaments are 21st, 22nd, and 23rd, and then in the Winter Royale ones, but those ones don't count because there were play-ins and swords. And then moving on to the last response coming out from Vinny, who did get first place, he said, Juan Katowice Royale, smiley face. And honestly, congratulations to Vinny, he made history. He was the first player ever in TSM to win a major event in Fortnite, and he did it in his first tournament. That's absolutely unreal, so good job on him. Now let's move on to the final topic of the video, which has to do with Kinstar from Solary. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, he did place 3rd overall in the solos event for Katowice, but in game 4, he literally spawned in with no pickaxe. Now the only way we know this is because Solary was actually streaming his POV during this event. Let's go ahead and take a look at this clip that shows he had no pickaxe. The clip is in a different language because that's what they were speaking on the Solary Fortnite channel, but you will see him get a kill here, and then the casters start laughing because he doesn't have a pickaxe, and he's not really able to use his mats because he has to save them. Let's go ahead and roll it.
Il reste encore 66 joueurs en vie dans cette game, 15 secondes avec la zone de danger. Kinstar qui a eu le kill sur Jules. Kinstar a eu le kill sur Jules. Oh là là. Il a toujours pas de pioche, mais il a éliminé le 2e du tournoi.
Quand Jules a dû voir qu'il avait pas de pioche, il a dû vraiment se dire mais bon.
So we can visibly see him laughing at the fact that he did get a kill in a game without a pickaxe in a professional Fortnite setting, which is insane. The fact that this guy even got 3rd place overall is unreal, and it's also amazing that the guy still stayed in composure throughout the entire event after this happened. He even took to Twitter and he tweeted this out. Thanks Fortnite for not giving me a pickaxe or remake, with a screenshot of it. Now eventually he did get in a fight and he couldn't win it. Let's go ahead and roll the clip where he died.
Le gameplay safe.
Le gameplay safe, ouais.
Clairement. Bah, avec les deux... Oh, allez, oh oui, c'est bien, ça touche bien, c'est dans le blanc les deux joueurs. Oh, et malheureusement c'est Provoquette qui le tue.
Unfortunate, as you can see, his playstyle was definitely hindered. He couldn't really build, he had to save his mats, he couldn't really break structures because he doesn't have a pickaxe. He's in a crappy situation. He did miss a few shots there and he probably could have won that if he didn't, but overall he was put in a crappy situation, which really sucks, and I do feel like these bugs need to be fixed. There shouldn't be audio bugs. There shouldn't be players spawning in game without pickaxes. You can't play Fortnite without a pickaxe. You can't. You need one. And I don't even know how this has happened. I've played hundreds, thousands of Fortnite games, and I've never not had a pickaxe. How does it happen in a pro tournament? Epic Games needs to be on top of this stuff. It's super unfortunate, and I feel bad for Kinstar. He could have maybe even won the entire tournament. If he had a pickaxe that game, he could have popped off, similar to Bizzle in the last game. So let me know down below in the comments what you guys think about this video, the Kinstar situation, Bizzle, Mongraal, Team Liquid, TSM, whatever it is, leave a comment down below. I love seeing what you guys have to say about my videos. Thank you so much for watching it. I really do appreciate you guys. Also, let me know if you enjoyed the double uploads. And lastly, don't forget, smash that like button if you enjoy my content every single day. And if you do want to stay updated on our professional news and drama in Fortnite, subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.